What up, man? This is your boy, Super Mario, man. You are in the Yo with your boy, man. And today what we're going to be talking about is a application called Listen To from Audiomovers. Now, this particular Listen To app is really cool. It allows you to check out your mix from your studio session or computer, and you can pipe it out to anyone on any type of playback device via a link that they provide to you. Now, you're probably figuring out, well, what you mean by that? Well, let me give you a scenario. Let's say, for instance, you want to go to the bathroom, but you still want to listen to your mix. Or let's say, for instance, you got to run an errand outside of the studio, go pick up the kids, go pay a bill, or go get some coffee, or whatever the case may be, but you still want to listen to your mix, but you don't want to go through the situation of bouncing down what you got in Ableton Live or Studio One, Pro Tools, or whatever, bouncing that down into an MP3 or a WAV file, emailing it to yourself, downloading it onto your device, or downloading it from the cloud, waiting for it to download, then having to sync it up in your car and everything like that. That could take time. It can be frustrating, especially when you're on a time pinch. So what Audiomovers has done is created Listen To, which is an app, and you can basically apply it on your master track as a plugin. Hit start streaming, and it'll provide you a link. And then all you have to do is just email that link to yourself or anyone in the world, as long as they have an internet connection. We're going to go over the quality that you get. I know for sure you get, some really good quality. I'm talking about like streaming quality. So the same quality you would listen to on Spotify and Tidal and stuff like that, you will get that streaming quality as well. So it's no boo-boo audio, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go through this video, and I'm going to show you how to set it up, how to use it, and the benefits of it as well, man. So I hope this video will serve you right and well. Let's go. All right, so here we are in Ableton Live right now, and it's some things I want to explain about Listen To plugin. And let me address the elephant in the room. When you download the Listen To plugin on your system, I'm using Windows, okay? When you download the VST3 format on your Windows system, it's going to give you two plugins, and I don't want you to get confused between the two, okay? The Listen To receiver and the Listen To plugin are two different entities, all right? Let's talk about the Listen To receiver, okay? What I'm gonna do is open up my plugin browser here, and I'm gonna drag the Listen To receiver on the master track. Just as an example, I would probably put this on a stereo audio track, but just to see what it looks like, I'm gonna put it on the master, all right? Because you would want to put it on a stereo audio track to listen to it or whatnot, but for demonstration purposes, I just put it on the master track. You would probably wouldn't do this. You would probably want to use a stereo track to monitor the input, okay? So let's say, for instance, you have someone that has Audiomovers Listen To service as well. So when they email you a stream link, you can copy that stream link and then paste it right here, okay? So all you have to do is just boom, paste link and connect is automatically going to connect you to their session on the far end. Okay. Now let's say, for instance, y'all already, connected before. Y'all had, 3 or 4 streaming sessions. Far as collaborating is concerned, you can bring up a Rolodex of different streaming connections y'all had. So if you go here where it says select session, you got a drop down arrow. Let's see here. I don't have anything right now, but if you were to basically hit that drop down arrow, you will see these different session numbers that's automatically generated for you, and you can pull up, let's say, that 2-month session that y'all streamed with each other 2 months ago, or even y'all had a streaming session on last week. You could pull up that streaming session from last week. All that person has to do on the far end, or your collaborator, is pull up that session and still have the Listen To plugin on the master track, and you guys should be able to connect and stream without actually having to create a paste link again. Okay, so on both sides, both of you guys will have the Listen To session number. Okay, and I will show you guys that on the mobile app, because I have been doing that primarily on the mobile app or whatnot. But I just wanted to bring that up to you guys or whatever the case may be. And basically, how you see it right here is kind of like how it looks on the mobile app. But I just wanted to kind of explain to you guys there's a difference between the Listen to Receiver plugin and then the Listen to plugin itself. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to address the elephant in the room on that one. All right. So the Listen to plugin is primarily what you're going to use if you're using it by yourself or if you're trying to have your client or your artist to check out what's going on inside of your project. Okay. So as it loads up, you will see the plugin pop up here. And just to kind of give you a rundown of what's going on this side right here, you will have a running tally on how many minutes and seconds you've been streaming out to your recipient or your client or your artist or whatever the case may be, or another collaborator, and you will have like a little audio meter showing you, you know what I'm saying, if you're peaking or if things are too loud or you're not getting any audio at all. Okay, over here on the left side, you have to have an account in order to use it, duh, or whatnot. By the way, it is a subscription service, by the way. You log into your account, and once you get logged in, you will be able to then start creating the magic. All right, so now that I'm logged in, you'll see that right now I'm streaming in 48,000 hertz sample rate, and I'm streaming 1 and 2 channels. So I'm streaming stereo right here. You can have up to 10 people listening to this one session at a time. So let's say, for instance, you're the producer and you have a label. And it's the exec, it's the A&R, and then you have the artist. All three of those individuals are in one room, or they're in separate environments. You know, the CEO is in his office, the A&R is in, you know what I'm saying, Tokyo, and the artist is in New York City. You can send out the same stream link, and all three of those individuals can tap into that session and really hear what's going on. All right, so that's what this side is for when you see the 0 of 10 right there. All right, navigating down. The reason why I like this is because they give you dates and timestamps on, you know, what is being streamed and what is being, you know, saying, put out there. They give you kind of like a web link ID, just to kind of keep up with the streaming going back and forth or whatnot. So I think those are two technical features that I really like about that right there. Now, remember when I was telling you about the session numbers that you could pull back or recall if you open up an older session that you already, you know, saying stream to a collaborator or whatnot? Right here, if you hit the drop down menu, you will see that I have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different streaming sessions. So let's say, for instance, I open up this one right here. I have to make sure that this particular session, streaming session that I use, I'm in the correct session or whatnot. So you can't just really pull up something that you did 2 months ago and you streamed out and then be in another Ableton Live session. It doesn't work like that. You have to have the same session open with the plugin open to get to that particular session. So I hope that that's not confusing. So the numbers got to coordinate with the session that you have. All right, so I just wanted to bring that up. But in this case right here, it's going to create you a new stream link with a new session number, if that makes any sense. You could do random session name, or you can kind of name your own sessions. You can also check off if you want the listener to approve, to have approval. So let's say, for instance, you check this off. Now you can approve all of your listeners that are coming in for privacy situations or whatnot. All right, and then you could disable remote recorder. So this can actually, you know what I'm saying, record your sessions and everything like that, and everything, if you want to record or whatnot. So when we turn that on, you can turn off or on recording your session as well. So that's really, really cool right there. And you can also set up a session password. So when you send out the stream link, you know what I'm saying, you will have people that can enter a password. So let's say, for instance, if I send you a stream link, I set the password for Super Mario. You just type in Super Mario, and then you have access to that particular session. So really, the privacy on this, for streaming is concerned, is really, really good. So it's something to really look into or whatnot. Coming down here, you can adjust the latency. So the latency is going to basically be like this. You have 0.5 seconds of latency. So when you enable listen to start streaming or whatnot. When that person dials in and they hit the stream button here on a mobile app, by the time you hit this, you will have a half a second until you hear audio. Okay, so if you're listening to it in real time in the same room, you're going to have that half-second delay of what's going on actually in the DAW versus what you're hearing on the received end. So that's pretty quick, I have to say. And you could choose different latency speeds, and this depends on if you're in the same room as you is, you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for instance, you want to sit in the back of the studio and you just want to listen on your AirPods and everything like that, and you don't want to have a big latency jump or whatnot because you want to make an EQ change on a particular track or whatnot. That's where the latency can come into play at right there. 2 seconds can be like, if you need to make a discussion or you need to have time to, make a change and you want to really hear the difference once that change is made, then you can kind of play around with the latency. But by default, they have it at a half a second, which is really good. The streaming quality really shocked me. You get different qualities that you could choose from. The AAC is really kind of like for your different ways you listen to audio. So AAC 128 kilobytes per second or whatnot. It's going to be that streaming quality, kind of like how you would listen to stuff on Spotify and Apple Music or whatnot. PCM 32-bit, 24-bit, and 16-bit would kind of relate to WAV files. So sometimes in the Windows universe, when you bounce down a track in WAV file, you're going to get probably like a 24-bit 44.1 sample rate or 2448 sample rate WAV file, and that's what the PCM is basically representing: a 32-bit WAV file, 24-bit WAV file, or a 16-bit WAV file. So the options to choose your different type of quality to listen back on, that is a real good option as well, man. So I like that, and you should like it too. All right, it just gives you different perspectives to make conscious decisions about your mixing session as well. Start stream and copy link. So this is basically how you would start the stream, and it will copy the link that's generated out of the plugin. So when we do this, now you started the stream and you have copied the link, and you can now email the link to yourself. So what we're going to do now, we have started the stream and everything like that. Our session number is number 7114 and everything right here. And I'm just going to hit play on the All right, so now you can see that audio only coming from the DAW, all right? And because my microphone is being recorded separately into this particular recording. So we started that. You see how everything is going. You get audio and everything like that. So what you want to do is go and go to an email. Here we are in my Gmail and everything like that. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to email it to my other email account here. All right, JCS Productions. If you have any questions, feel free to always email me at jcsproductions@gmail.com. I had to plug that in for y'all a little bit. All right, cool. So what I'm going to call this is streaming. Let's do streaming session vocal demo. All right, we're just going to call it that. So this is where you'll be sending it out to your recipient that's across the world, across the country, across the state, across the city, or whatever case may be, or even to yourself. Make sure you just be organized and know what you're opening up and everything like that, because you may want to go back and open up that same link. Hint, I told you you could pull up different sessions. So your subject line matter will come in big time with this. All right, so we're gonna do this vocal demo on, let's say, June the 2nd. Not the yeah, that's today's date. All right, June the 2nd. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is very simple. Click link here, put the colon, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste. Oh, excuse me, I'm just gonna paste the link that we copied from the DAW. Boom, there it is. So now here's the link. You can see it here, listen2.audiomovers.com, sessions, and it's not going to give you the session number that you have in the plugin at 74113 or whatever that number was or whatnot, but it has a specific ID that it creates. All right. So once you send this off to yourself, All right, so we're in my other email account right here, and you can see that I sent it to myself, and you can see the link here. Click link here and listen to. Now, I'm not going to click it in my PC because I don't want to, have a feedback loop or anything like that, and I don't have anything connected as a listen to receiver. So what I'm going to do is we're going to navigate to the phone, and we're going to pull it up in my phone, and you guys are going to see what I'm talking about when it comes to accessing this link that I sent to myself. So we're going to pull up this link in the phone, and I'm going to show you how everything works. Once you get inside your car or wherever you are, outside, in the bathroom, in the living room, whatever the case may be, when you're not in the studio or when you're not in your mix environment, what you can do is basically navigate to your email. All right, and here is the session that I sent to myself. All right, so here it is. You'll see the link right here, and all we have to do is click on that link. But for the meantime, what I'm gonna do is just copy this link here. All right, and then I'm gonna go to the Audiomovers app, which is this app in the very top left corner, the black icon with the sideways A. All right, we're gonna click on that. Here is the app, and it kind of looks similar to the DAW Listen to Receiver plugin. Now, you'll see my name, Supa, because I'm logged into the account via the app. And remember when I was telling you guys about the select sessions? Again, here are all those sessions that I have in the past. So if you go back and rewind the video, you'll see that the numbers would correspond with what's in my mobile app right here. All right. And so if you wanted to pull up an old session from an old session in your DAW, you can do so without actually copy and paste a link to yourself. But in the meantime, we're going to focus on today's session. And so what we did was we copy and paste that link from our email, right? We're going to paste that link in here. We're going to allow paste. It's going to go ahead and connect into we're going to stop that stream because you probably can hear the audio. But we're going to tap into the session, which is already playing right now. This is your volume button here. You can connect your Listen to app via Bluetooth in your vehicle, AirPods, or however you stream your audio on your device. Okay, so right now I'm on an iPhone, and that's how I'm able to stream the audio onto my playback devices. This right here, you can stream it to, let's say, your TV, a Bluetooth speaker, or you can keep it on your iPhone or the speaker itself. So you have AirPlay capabilities, but it's gonna play inside of this video right here. We play it again. So you can start and stop this at any given time you want without, saying stopping. Long as it's playing on the far end, you're good to go. All right. And so it's going to show you that you're streaming in stereo, channels 1 and 2, and you're going to hear the second. So I want to show you that latency. So that half-second latency, 1001, 1000. You see what I'm saying? So now you get the half-second latency that I was talking about. Also, what I want you guys to see is you see the streaming quality at AAC 128 kilobytes per second, 48,000 sample rate, 2-channel streaming, and a half-second latency and whatnot. So, all right, so there you have it. That is the Listen to service and also plug-in and application on the mobile phone. Make sure you utilize it to the T and to the best of your ability. It gives you outside the studio experience for us making mixing decision and also collaborating outside of the studio environment with another collaborator that's not in your presence at the moment. I'm gonna check out the pricing real quick or whatnot. I'm on the Listen to Basic. That's the plan I have. I'm paying $12.99 a month for it. I can have up to 10 people listening to the stream that I was just showing you guys before. And these are all the features that you get right here. The only thing you will lose is stream MIDI, custom backgrounds, new feature previews, revoke and reassign license across users, on-hand audio export support, and payment via invoice. I don't need all that crap, and I definitely don't need 150 people. Hey, this has been your boy Super Mario, man. I hope this video serves you well. Go ahead and hit a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more content coming from your boy Super Mario, man. Till next time, man, be creative out there, man. Catch you on the flip side.